Hi, everybody. I'm Lisa Maxwell, and I'm here to offer a tarot and oracle card reading. We'll again use the ARC Animal Tarot and Oracle card deck. Ooh, hello. And I don't know if you're picking it up, but there's a festival going on in the town. They're doing an October festival, and there is a band playing the Backstreet Boys. Rock your body. So I don't know if that's gonna filter through here. But anyway, what did filter through is I was getting ready to set up for the reading, and the Ten of Pentacles card was still laying on the floor. It didn't get back into the deck. So this card has been sitting with us for um, the past several days here in my space. I don't know if that's true for you. And one of the pieces was avoiding risk. Oftentimes when we are in a place of abundance, we will go back to that Four of Pentacles type of energy, which was that, you kind of hold on to everything and you don't want to let things go. But you have to let things go. And yeah, maybe into the Five of Pentacles where you feel a little bit on the outs with something and a little abandoned. Um, so that's kind of how the progression of the pentacles go. And the pentacles, remember, are earth sign. It is earth sign. And I often will refer to that as the 3D. The 3D is our world here on earth. And it's anything that's material, anything that matters, anything that is of value to us here on planet Earth. It's in Earth, it's in real time. It's not some kind of future thing. It's the reality of now. Earth signs, by the way, are Taurus, Capricorn, and Taurus, Virgo, and then Capricorn in the astrological wheel. And those are all houses of, how we express ourselves and our skills in the world and what we have to offer the world in our incarnation. Again, incarnation in our material bodies. So anyway, and in this material world, everything matters to us, right? Most of us don't have a healthy relationship with death. We don't have a healthy relationship with most of what goes on in planet Earth, actually. And um so we're not really that excited about letting things go, or being in that more fluid state and understanding the and really, we're like, oh yeah, the circle of life, I get it. Do you get it? I don't think you do. And I'm not pretending I'm any boss at this. But and I've examined my own unhealthy relationships with not being able to let things go. It's not something that it's something that we're learning. We're learning as a species. We're learning to go bigger and get and broaden our perceptions of what it's like to incarnate. And that's all. I'll leave it there. We can talk about that in a different conversation. Because I definitely believe that we have many incarnations. We don't just have this one life, this one incarnation. But again, that's a topic for a different time. So the Ten of Pentacles coming up, avoiding risk. When you basically have everything that you want on Earth, for it to change is not an easy, just not an easy thing. Like, when you feel like you're at the top of your game and then things start to change. But, those earth signs are also industry, productivity. Things must change for things to progress and for us to progress here on planet Earth. So anyway, I'll leave it at that for now. And if more thoughts come up, but I felt that since that card was there on the floor, I'm not going to... Wow, these cards are jumping. These are the animal spirit cards. Bernadette King is the who channeled and created it. The artwork is by Heidi Sutherlin. Bernadette King is, if she hasn't started it already, I'll again put the link into her info. I'm not doing it personally, but I'm really excited about this deck, and I am. She's doing. It sounds like an amazing tarot and animal spirit, like learning to connect with this animal spirit world, and learning to connect to your own instincts. Through the course of it, I think is fantastic. It looks like an amazing course. And I'll put the info to find her, and that if that's something that you feel called to even take a look at. So I'm gonna give these cards another good shuffle. This is a brand new deck for me. I'm not even kidding. You guys saw me shuffle. Came up again. Avoiding risk. All right, I'm going to put the cards, I'm going to go ahead and angle the camera down so we can take a look at these. So we've got the pig card. We've got the Ten of Pentacles again. That card clearly wants to be here. Here we've got another one here. The snake is the Tower. Shocking change, transformation, liberation. That's the center card. So again, when you feel like you have worked really hard towards something, to let it go, it's the last thing that you want to do. To let the transformation is liberating. Transformation is liberating. What do you feel called to do? Manatee, Five of Cups, loss, hidden solutions, better times ahead. So something is definitely changing. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles, prosperity, divine gifts, lost opportunities. I'll just turn this here so you can see the white buffalo here. And under that is the Two of Pentacles, the chimpanzee. This is again a new deck. I'm just going to go with these, but I feel like the white buffalo is there. I've got to take off my cardigan because I am feeling hot all of a sudden. Like I have just got the biggest heat flash ever through my body. Not ever, but one bigger than anything I've had in a really long time. So we've got to let something go. I don't know what that means for you. But again, we've been avoiding something. It could be some habit that we're doing in our life that's showing up in our life but it's really got to go. Something's got to transform. This could also be happening to somebody around you. So, I would look around at the energies around you. Remember also that the Pentacles, like I said, it's anything material here on earth. So this is something, something of structure. This is the Tower. And these towers, something is breaking down in life of some sort. It could be some aspect of your health. It could be because, like I said, Pentacles are also about anything that we value. So our health, our financial situation, our something that we do in our career. It could be relationships, because again, this is family. Whatever is truly valuable to us is breaking down. But there is a liberation. We must shed our skin. As I was saying earlier when I was simply talking about this card being on the floor, I noticed it. We must shed our skin. And like I said, like we must shed some part of this incarnation and open up to reincarnating or, becoming a greater and bigger version of ourselves. And there is loss in that. There's no doubt about it. There is loss. We have the manatee, loss, hidden solutions, better times ahead. You know, the you know through taking risks to divest ourselves from the masks, from pretending, you know, there was something I looked at in the deck. I was just kind of playing with the deck, and there was a card that came up. It was the Hanged Man card, and it was the bat, and it's looking at the shadow self. So, so this, all of this brings up a lot of fear. All of this brings up a lot of fear. Guaranteed. I know it. I can feel it. I'm not immune to it. And it's like, how much more change can I go through? Well, we're constantly changing. Change is the only constant. As I was saying, we must progress. And we have to shed the skins. We have to shed these versions of ourselves, or we have to stop hiding. And so, when there's some dark part of us, it doesn't mean that it's a bad part of us. It may be expressing poorly or immaturely. However, it's only because it's just immature, just like a child. And so what would you do with a child? You would nurture it. A lot of nurturing energy came up earlier in the reading, earlier in the week. We have to take care of ourselves in order for ours to cultivate. Cultivation was also something that came up in cards pulled over last weekend. We have to cultivate these parts of ourselves in order to bring them to a maturity, to start to shed light on something. When something, like a snake, if you shine a light on a snake's probably going to attack you, because that's its instinct. Especially if it's being shone in the snake's been in like a snake pit in the dark. Anything that's in the dark isn't used to the light, so it has to get used to enlightenment, intelligence, gradually. And that takes kindness. And again, hidden solutions. So there's being innovative in our approach. So the Ace of the Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Prosperity, divine gifts, lost opportunities. So we're starting going from the 10 all the way back to the Ace. And a white buffalo is a very rare opportunity. So this is a very rare opportunity. So it might feel painful. It might feel, 5 of Cups, like we've lost something. And it is to create space for us to gain something. And again, it might be something in your physical structure. It might be something in your body, like I said, in your health, in the way that you take care of yourself, in the way that you take care of those around you. Again, the Ladybug Oracle card came up again for us. Fortune, gratification, and wishes. This is the time in this space in between, because part of what we don't love about, I'm just going to tilt the camera up so you can see all the cards. Part of what we don't love about change is because oftentimes we want something to be plugged in immediately, or even prior to the change happening, and then we're good to go. You're like, okay, well, I have this other thing to move on to immediately. Like, we're not comfortable at all with being patient, with the void that can happen, but it's in that void. Nature abhors a void and abhors a vacuum. So something will come in. Does it have to whoosh in quickly? Sometimes it does. And then we don't like that either. You know what I mean? Like, we're like, oh, this is all too fast. You know what I mean? So it's like, we're damned if we do, we're damned if you don't, but you're not damned. And it is the time to think about what it is that you do want to manifest. Again, what are you manifesting in your purpose? And, where are you headed? Take your time. You're not going to miss out. You're not going to miss out. I'm going to pull one card from the Angel Tarot cards for the angelic commentary on this. And because I know, and prayer, meditation, calling upon your angels, your guardian angels, the archangels, Archangel Michael, Ask for protection. Call on Holy Spirit. Ask for God's breath. Whatever God means to you, whatever is bigger than you, call for that breath of spirit, your spirit. Okay, so 3 cards flipped over. We have the Chariot again. This came out earlier at the beginning. Chariot, get mind and heart in alignment so you are going in the right direction. We got the Ace of Water. So falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship. So, we got 2 aces on the board here. So, we're falling in love. An 8 of Fire, events moving at a fast pace. So maybe this isn't going to be so short or such a long time. So there we are. I know some of that feels hard. I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your questions. That's the way these videos get out there, by the way. It's interaction with me, with one another. Ask comment questions of one another, or, feel free to answer one another. If there's a question on the board that you see is interesting to you, or you want to know more about, or you might have something to offer. But yeah, definitely let's talk a little more about this. And I will try to get back and do a reading for tomorrow. Let's see what comes out. But don't be afraid. Or, be afraid. Be afraid. And know that you're afraid. That's okay. Like, that's really okay. Because we can't pretend that we're not afraid. But there's other feelings there too to have, not just fear. It's like kind of explore what that means. Like, oh, I'm afraid, but it is kind of interesting and exciting, huh? I kind of like that idea, but I'm afraid. There's all of that. So, anyways, yeah, let's talk more about this and put those comments. Share this to anybody who you think might need to hear it. And I'll be posting this on my YouTube channel. You can subscribe there as well. If you want your own private reading, direct message me. I'm posting on Instagram and YouTube. So if you, what was I going to say? And I also do a different kind of recording for Instagram because the format only allows me to do a video so long. And often what I do here and post on Facebook and YouTube is longer than that format allows. So go and see there, because there, as I take that second look at the cards, there might be something else that comes up that I offer in that look. So I'll post the information on that in the commentary that I add with this video. So I hope this helped in some way. I know it's a lot. So again, let's talk about it. And I hope we can, learn more from one another. Thanks so much. Take care.